And welcome to Iron Dinos. I'm Sean, and I'm here with Adam.
Hey!
And this week we're looking at Lamentum, which is a point-and-click survival horror game developed by Obscure Tales and Neon Doctrine, published by Neon Doctrine, and it is currently available on Games of Gold until, I believe, the middle of next month, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Excellent. Yeah, so first thing to pick up, I very much like the art style. I'm a bit of a
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a sucker for a bit of pixel art. I love it.
I thought you'd like
and I
this,
liked that. Yeah, I like that the images that come up on the bottom of everyone, like that guy there. It all reminds me a little bit of Infernax anyway. But B, like, they've not made them like ridiculously pretty or anything. They're all quite they all have quite their faces all have character.
Yes. Yeah.
Which I think is pretty darn cool. I don't know what the point of anything in this garden is, but as is typical of me playing this kind of game, the one thing I was determined not to do was talk to the woman, which was the goal the one was supposed to do.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is just a little tutorial thing. Click on this, see how this works. Right, okay, I can pick things up. I can talk to this person, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just tutorial.
No, I specifically hope all of it is vitally important to the ending.
Could be.
Oh, you forgot to pick up the flower in the garden. Oh well, guess it's the bad ending for you, mate.
I'm surprised you haven't picked up the coin yet. It's really bugging me.
No, it's alright.
There you go.
So what do you think of this so far?
Well, I went into this, like, normally I do a tiny bit of research, just not in depth, just get a gist of the game before I play. This one, I did not. I decided to go in this completely blind. And, yeah, and I'm greeted with this, obviously, right at the beginning, and I'm like, oh, okay. So, literally, I knew nothing about the game. Nothing. So, completely blind. And then, as you will see later on, it gets dark. And it shocked me. I was like, oh, okay. It's one of those games. Right. But yeah, no, please.
I'll put a little bit on the end, because actually, I'm not going. I've specifically not spoiled what happens after a certain point in this video, because I didn't want to. I wanted people to go in somewhat fresh. So much like our Truberbrook video.
Yes.
This is more just showing like the base mechanics and how they operate and everything, as opposed to what happens once you get a little bit further. And in my opinion, the game gets significantly more interesting.
Yeah. For sure.
But yeah, I thought this did a good job of slowly building these characters and giving you a look at kind of what they're like and what drives them and stuff like that. I mean, one is just poorly woman, but you know,
yeah.
this is based on 1800s Gothic horror, so that's essentially what their characters were, so it's fine. But yeah, I liked showing off the basics as to what this does. I like that there's an awful lot of flavor text around.
Yeah.
Stuff that doesn't really serve an awful lot of purpose, but is there to just colour the world in a little bit.
Yeah, you can interact with it and it will tell you what it is, and yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, it gives it a lot of flavour. If it wasn't there, it would be very bland and, oh, I can't click this, I can't click that. So,
yeah, absolutely. I wonder if they thought of that when they were designing. Just thinking to themselves, we have gone a long time without clicking. Maybe we should put a little something in here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I sometimes think that in games, like that you've got all this fantastic decoration and stuff, but you can't interact with it. And it's like, it looks pretty, but I kind of want to interact with it. So yeah, the fact that they've done that, yeah, it's good. Like it.
Excellent.
So, did you guess where this was headed, or was you pleasantly surprised?
I think I knew where the story was going. I didn't realise the game was going to change in the way that it did. I tell you what we'll do. We'll run this to the end. When you see a lot of black,
Yeah.
turn off then if you don't want to spoil what the game becomes after that, because it does change quite dramatically, while still being quite similar. If you do want to, I'll put just a quick burst of what happens after on there so you can see it, because we're gonna have to. It's hard to talk about what you enjoyed about this without explaining exactly, without explaining that something changes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But haha, I already had some wood.
I stumbled upon that straight away. It was almost the first thing I clicked on, and then I saw the teacup, and I was like, "Ooh, I got that quite quick."
Yeah, so it's just demonstrating the basic mechanics you're going to need going forward, which is nice. So lots of stuff basically telling you this isn't the main bulk of the game. Saying, you know what, this is actually prelude. The rest is coming soon.
Yeah. I like the fact that, like, in some games, like you'd pick up an item and it's like ready to use. Whatever item you pick up, it's ready to use. This, it seems like there's items that you need to combine, as you saw then, combining the medicine with the tea. I like that. I like the fact that you've actually got to think of what to combine to make, and that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's classic. This isn't the very black part, by the way. It's an old favourite of your point and click adventure genres.
Yeah.
But
That's cool.
So the story so far is he meets the love of his life. She gets ill of consumption or something, and he essentially hears of some weird old count who's been doing bad experiments. So he's like, yeah, it seems like a good idea to go see him and take my dying wife. The desperation of love in Gothic horror is classic for a reason.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Seems above board.
Oh, I didn't notice that at first. Did you notice that?
Oh, really?
Yeah. The creature at the top where it flat. I didn't notice that. I must have skipped over that. Yeah, I immediately thought, yeah, something's up with this place. This seems too nice and perfect.
I mean, to be fair, if it all went swimmingly, this would be a really boring game.
True.
It, by and large, just be this guy having a chat with the Count, him very quickly curing your wife, and you going home and living happily ever after. So, then I guess the fetch quests would be going and getting milk.
Yeah.
I don't know. This guy with all of his clothes and stuff, he doesn't look like the kind of person who actually works, so...
No. I like the fact it won't let you go anywhere else. This very first bit.
Yeah, in typical fashion, I tried to go everywhere other than the place I needed to go. Finally, we go see the not remotely sinister count.
Yeah, exactly.
He actually account. I just assumed he was Dracula the whole time. He may not actually be Dracula, but this is very much.
I got that vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's like red. It's like,
Yeah.
I have just seen a clue as to what I need to do in my game, so I won't spoil it. But yeah, I've just realised that. Right, okay. Yeah.
There you go. My video's already been helpful to someone.
Yeah. It's the details you need to pay attention to in these games. I just totally forgot that there's something in this room that helps later on for the audience.
Something that's aiming for a 16-bit style. It is very detailed as well.
Yeah.
Also, wonderful use of space.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. This bit totally confused me. Because obviously I went into this blind, so I was like, what the hell is going on?
Ugh.
I mean, at this point you'd be a bit worried, really. It's just like, she took off a wedding ring? What the hell?
No, it's perfectly normal. I'm duly aware that your wife takes hers off all the time and leaves it in carriages.
Yeah.
Every time she gets a taxi.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sakes. I've left my ring there again.
Thing that happens all the time, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you on the art style, though. I like it.
It's lovely,
cool.
isn't it? Now that I'm unrestrained by him telling me to go see the Count, I wanted to experience this room before moving the plot forward. Perfectly normal statue that everyone has in their lobby.
Yeah.
Not remotely sinister at all. It's fine.
I like the fact it's almost a maze of doors and rooms. And
Yeah. It does. I don't think it's an unfair map in any way, shape, or form, but it does quite quickly become confusing.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Not sinister at all. Perfectly normal to have all of the doors blockaded. So might as well wrap it up here. So, yeah, this is still on my Xbox. I'm going to play a lot more of this. I really was enjoying my time with it. What do you reckon, mate?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna play more. I'm at a point in my game that's it's piqued my curiosity, and I need to find out what happens. So, yeah, for sure, I'm playing this. Definitely a nice surprise. The spookiness, the horror of it. Yeah, it's good. Thumbs up.
Absolutely. Yeah. Totally agree. And this is about the point where you get led into what the rest of the game is going to be. So, Adam and I will say goodbye. And once this little bit is over, I'll show you I'll put a little clip in of what the game is from this point on.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Enjoy! Or, don't, because it's quite horrible. Bye-bye!
See ya! Bye.